we were talking about the new generation coming up, and they're not really resilient as we were growing up.
No way.
Where do you guys think that comes from?
I reckon social media. I mean,
I don't think it's that at all.
I reckon it is only because everything's out there. So
way.
you're not learning from stuff. You're like, okay, well, I need to be this way, but that person's that way, and I idolize that person. So if they're not handling it like that, maybe I need to handle it like that because everyone loves them. And you're like, hey, no, because the way they're handling it is shit.
I believe that it's this. We grew up in a certain way and we grew up in a certain era, and we always believe, you know what, if we provide our kids with a certain amount of stuff and a certain amount of attention and a certain amount of this, they will be different to us. We don't have to work. Our generation, like our parents were like, fuck you.
But, and we were allowed to stay home by yourselves.
Yeah.
Like our parents had to work.
Parents were just
there was
like...
no, you had to be 14,
you know what? It didn't even matter if they were working. Our parents could be at the fucking pub and you're sitting in the car park. It didn't matter shit.
Or sitting in
our
there.
parents were just like, it's a fuck you
You had to learn
generation.
it.
We are the fuck you generation. I'm just being straight up here. We're the fuck you generation. Do what it is. You learn what it is to survive. My life's my life. That's what our parents were like. Go. Get outside.
I mean, how many times,
Yeah.
went outside.
We
You
played
went
outside.
Didn't
all the
even
time.
matter if it was fucking raining or shit. Get outside. When you come inside, wash your feet at the hose.
Drink out of the hose. Don't
Yeah.
go inside and get a drink.
But remember, back
I'm
then we had no
thirsty.
internet, so
No.
It doesn't matter about internet.
I reckon, yeah.
Then
Kids are getting...
all of us, we grew up going, I'm not going to be my mum and dad. I'm not doing that. I'm going to provide my kids with the best. You know what? You know who the enemy of today's kids' youth is? It's us. Why? Because we didn't want them living the life and then look what the fuck we created. We created these motherfuckers that think that they can go to work and be like, you know what, I just don't want to be here today. And you know what? I'm just having a
My mum said...
Yeah, who created we fucking created these guys. And you're just like,
And we don't know
yo.
why. Because we don't want that for our kids. We don't know why we do that to them. Or it
internet must be a big part of it.
has to
Social
be.
media. Social
has
media.
to be because
Look.
you want them to listen to you. You
Yeah.
want your kids to listen to you and only you. But then they've got 40 other people on social media, their friends or friends and friends and friends, who are telling them otherwise. So it's not just you against, you and your child coming head to head. It's you, your child, and 40 other people behind them saying, you know what, your mum's a idiot. And then the fear of being recorded and you did this and you're going to get blasted everywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas we didn't care. If we did something wrong, it got talked about for maybe a week, couple of days, and that was it. But no one remembered it because there was no evidence.
I
Now-
just think this.
Right.
I think that we didn't want our children living the lives that we did because it was fucking hard. And you know what? Some of our parents, they were fucking mean, bro. There wasn't zero
was it?
filter.
Maybe
There
it
was
was just
zero. No, there was zero filter with our parents. They're always going to tell us what it is. Then you know what? So
Hiding,
we brought our kids up going, we're not going to do that. We're going to provide them with whatever it is, the stuff that we didn't have. Did you have a TV in your room?
But you're talking about material things now.
No.
But you know
growing
what?
up, I'm just saying, growing up, we didn't have TVs in our room, but our kids have TVs in their room. And then you talk to me about the internet. The internet is the added. As parents, we've laid the foundation of we don't want them to live
It's
the way
because-
that we did. Then you add the internet. And I'm just going to say things like our children start believing that it's shit like this. That shit's real. And it's like, yo, that shit's not real.
and that's because
I'm
we
going to be an
work a lot.
influencer. I'm going to tell you now.
It's about the likes now. The likes.
No. And that's it.
all
You
that.
get influencers. And then, this person does this and they can... No. Just no. I am... I just don't believe in influencers at all. I'm just one of those people. You know what? Get a real fucking job. Work like the rest of us. Don't go to businesses and start demanding that. I can do this and I get this many views. Just fuck off. To be quite honest, fuck off.
I agree with you. What I'm trying to understand, because I think about it too, with the kids these days. Is it something that it could be stopped or controlled, or it just couldn't? I mean, we were just asking for it. We had no. because you know what we're talking about, the new generation coming up. We just can't stop that shit.
I'm going to tell
We
you
just
now
gotta deal
that
with it.
there's
Adapt
actually.
and learn.
Adapt and learn. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now that, like, if you look back and you pull up your phone and you open it up and you look at something and it was about the youth of today and they wouldn't be able to survive in today's day and da-da-da-da. And if you actually look at the origination of that quote, it's actually from Socrates. That's from fucking Greek times. The stuff that we are facing is not new. It's generational. It just goes on and on and on.
It's not new, but I feel like it's just come about in a short period of time. Like it's been like, it's like it's coming fast.
Oh yeah.
That we can handle.
And
you
the
know?
world's getting faster
Yeah,
and
yeah,
faster
yeah,
and
yeah.
faster. It's because
Technology is changing all the time.
you're,
but we
you're
just can't
connected.
keep up.
Yeah, you're connected in so many facets of everything. No, you don't know, like, I don't know, this podcast tonight, you don't know who's watching. You don't know who's going to be taking, like, oh, I said this, and there's going to be a ripple effect. Who else is going to do that, and what else? And then the message gets, like, we could be saying, be a hard worker, and then they'll take it like, oh, she's saying that we're lazy. And then next minute, oh, not just lazy and useless. Not just lazy and useless. Oh, but we can have a mental health day because we're dumb. And next minute, the whole message, all we're saying is like, just work hard, has been misconstrued. And next minute, we're calling the youth of tomorrow dumb, useless, lazy people. And we're like, no, that's not what we were trying to say.
Yeah.
But because it's out there and there's no taking it back.
I just
Yeah,
think
that's right.
that it's like human nature, to be quite honest. Like, if you go back, like you throw it back, are you telling me that people back in the days that were watching things like Woodstock and shit like that, are you saying they weren't thinking any different to how we're sitting here thinking today? No, life progresses. You know what? And each progression, it looks different every single time. But what we're facing now is no different to what people are facing back then. Technology is always going to be around 100%. Humans are always going to evolve 100%. And all I'm saying is every battle that we are facing, it's no different to the previous battle.
We just don't know how to deal with the current battle, right?
Well, no,
That's
no, no,
human.
no.
We're
Like,
still learning
yeah.
along the way.
Yeah,
We're
like
just going with the flow, really.
Every generation is fighting its own kind of battle. Like every generation is always going to be different from every single
And
generation.
maybe we're finding new ways to fight it instead of just doing the old.
And that's
what
it.
they
Like,
did.
you can't tell me that like people back in the 40s don't look back at like all their kids and being like, yo, what you doing? And they're shaking their fingers just like we're shaking. It's generational. Why?
Yeah,
Because humans progress. Do I think that kids these days know a lot more than what we do?
I don't-
In essence, a little bit.
But that's human
But-
nature, like you said. Human nature is that the new always overcomes the old.
Yeah, but like, just because like kids these days they've got access to internet and they can like look at porn and shit, it doesn't mean.
Oh.
But
Oh, I was going to think of like
I'm just being legit,
like
right?
TV programs.
No, just because they have
cartoons.
kids have a lot more access to information than we did at our
yeah.
age. But it doesn't mean that they understand that shit.
Doesn't mean that
Yeah,
exactly.
that's the thing.
Common sense,
And you know
you know,
what?
was
It's no
lacking.
difference from somebody who went and they were fighting in World War One, and they were like, they went in there and they did that, and they fucking survived that shit, and they came out and they looked like they were 70 when they came out, and they're like, you haven't faced what I've faced, and yet you still had this fucking cunt that was 13 years old that was like, you don't know, I know more than you. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Imagine 16 years old, World War One as a 16-year-old going out there to fight for your country.
Which a lot of these guys were, eh?
Yeah,
Young,
they just
were
And
young.
these
bullshitted
16 years
themselves,
old
right?
now are fighting for rights to be called, I don't know, whatever, or rights to wear shorts, or rights to, you're like, bro. Is it because, I mean, to them, that's a big thing. To us, no. To the ones before us, you got to be kidding.
Look, the
And
biggest
that's it,
thing
we just
is
got to
that,
understand that everyone's battling different things.
100, and all of these young people is like, I want you to identify me as me because I am this, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're this or if they're A, if they're B, and they're like, there's so many letters in the alphabet and stuff like that. But as parents, we're like, yo, clean your fucking room, mate. Like, because
That's
you
all
know
we
what?
want. That's all
That's
we
all
want.
we want as parents. Like, clean your room.
Clean your
because
room.
it stinks of ass. And you know what? It doesn't matter. You don't own this house. I do. Like, just clean your shit, mate.
And it's like, it's not fair. It's not fair. You don't understand me. Nah, it's not like we don't understand you. It's like we know filth. Just do that.
And that's like, it's
Everyone will be
bizarre for
happy,
me.
and that will probably end it all of trying to understand you because we're all happy. You're happy because we're not on your case, and we're happy because your room doesn't smell like ass. And that's just it at the end of the day. That could be it in a nutshell. That's it.